Hi friends, now let us take up the sixth program in our CFG series. This is also a cash bill with amount. In the previous program, I told you that is simple cash bill. Just model sake I have given, it is not complete cash bill. Why it is not complete? In that amount is not there. Actually, if you find any cash bill, four main items should be there. One is item name, second one numbers, third one rate, fourth one amount. How the amount is derived? Using a formula. What is the formula? Numbers into rate. That is the formula. Okay. With reference to this explanation, now see the code. See the code. In this one additional section you can find. What is the additional section? Actually, in the previous concept zones I explained. IPO. Input section, process section, output section. In the previous program, you can find input section and output section. But process section is not there. Processing section is not there. In this, I am introducing the processing section. Actually, here additional point also I will tell you. I gave you a checklist, 3-point checklist. How many variables are required? What are the appropriate types for them? And what are their names? That is the checklist what I gave you. Now, simple modification with reference to this program I explain. What is that? First question, how many variables are required? Okay, that is valid. Second one is, how many input variables are there and how many output variables are there? How many input variables means we enter the data. As far as this is concerned, shopkeeper enters the data. Shopkeeper which data he enters? Item name he enters. Suppose you ordered for pens he enters. Numbers like 10 he enters. Thereafter rate of the item he enters. And amount he does not enter. Amount is calculated by the calculator, by the computer, and the amount is created. Amount is displayed. That amount is stored in the corresponding variable. That point you have to understand. Okay. So, first question is split into two. How many variables are required? Out of that, how many input variables are there? How many output variables are there? As far as this program is concerned, 3 input variables are there. That means the shopkeeper enters 3 items. Fourth one, you have to reserve the variable. You have to declare and reserve the variable. But the computer calculates the amount, and then it is filled. Number 2 is, you have to calculate what type, also very important. Actually, what type means, which one you are calculating? Numbers into rate. Numbers type is int, rate type is float. Then the result is float. Whenever you are multiplying int and float, not a multiplication, any operation you perform, int versus float, then the result is float. Only int versus int, any operation you make, plus, minus, division, multiplication, anything you make, the result is int. But as far as int versus float, int represents numbers, float represents rate. Then we are performing multiplication operation. As a result of that, the output results also will be float. This point you understand. In concept zone I explained about that. You can focus on that. Once again I am telling you, don't keep concept zone. Many students do not like concepts. They directly go to the program. By that, they never achieve perfect command over that. In concept zone regarding types I clearly explained. Just a matter of 5 minutes. Just you focus on that and then get a command over this concept. Okay. Now processing section. After input section, I have written processing section. How I wrote? Amount is equal to numbers. For multiplication purpose, star symbol we use. Next rate will come. This is the processing section. Only one formula is there. Then you have to write. Thereafter, output section I need not explain because I already explained to you. Whatever the new points in this, what you learned, you make a note of it. In every next program, you find a processing section. In order to enable you to have better focus on each and every element in the program, I give you hands-on explanation. On this program, I give you hands-on explanation. Observe what I am writing and focus on that and own them. You just imitate, don't copy. Already I told about you. Now I write every bit of code except comment and include file. Okay. Int main. Now what you do whenever you are writing this and this also you write. Actually this you write. Thereafter you insert code. It goes on moving. That is a good habit. Otherwise, being a beginner, sometimes you forget. So this you write, and apart from that, return 0 also you write, because return 0 is corresponding to this. That's why that also, this is the basic structure. Comment and include files also you write. Okay. Now how many variables are there? 4 variables are there. Out of that, 3 variables are input variables, 1 variable is output variable. Now you see that how I am writing. First one is char. Char item. Item means you understand that item name. And don't forget that single character, the delimiters are single quotes. Thereafter, int numbers. Int numbers is equal to 10. Semicolon, don't forget. Semicolon is like a full stop in our text. Should not forget. It is a terminator. Okay. Next, float. Float rate. Rate 5.25. Okay. These are 3 are input variable we initialize. But as far as amount is concerned, we could understand is to type how we are multiplying int versus float. Then the result will be float, and amount name we give AMT. That is enough. Instead of complete spelling, people can understand amount, but we do not know the value. But we are reserving a variable for this. This is amount, is the float. We are reserving, but we are not calculating. Who will calculate? Computer will calculate. For the how computer will calculate, we are giving a formula. What is the formula for this amount? What is the formula? You know, mathematical formula only. Numbers, here numbers into rate. The formula I write. Now I told you, as soon as this is executed, means this formula is calculated, whatever amount comes, in this case 52.5. This is filled here. This is the understanding. Whenever the processing statement is executed, then it is filled with 52.5. That point you have to understand. Okay. So next one is processing section. That is a separate section. In this only one statement is there. With the bigger program projects and all that, multiple statements, dozens of statements also you can find in processing section. Thereafter, now input section is over, processing section is over. Thereafter, output section. Output section, actually nothing is new. Already detailedly explained and all that. Focus. Focus on each and every line. Another 2 lines are extra. One is the last one. Amount is there. The amount. Actually, as I told you already, instead of writing percentage F, if you write percentage F conversion specifier, suppose 5.25, how it is printed? That is printed. If you don't want and all that, what you do? Percentage G use. Then 5.25 only is printed. Okay, that point you have to understand, and percentage G you write. And once again I am telling you, printf statement you should have command. So little practice, just 15 minutes or a half an hour you practice. So that practice is useful for writing all the programs. And one more thing already I told you, in any small program or big project you take, 30 to 50% of your statements are printf statements only. So without having command over printf, you have to waste lot of time because you commit errors. That's why first get at this stage only, get perfect command over printf. Printf, many options I am showing you. All that you observe, which course got the corresponding elements, which modus operandi, all that you understand, and just like that you have to write. For that, referring what I did and all that. One time, if you practice that, multiple reference and all that is not required. You write it, and what is the power of printf statement? It is retrieving data, it is displaying data, it is formatting data, and it can perform arithmetics also. Later in one of the programs I show you. So it is having multiple skills. That's why you have to understand printf correctly, and you have to learn all its capabilities, and wherever those are required, you have to use them appropriately.